man, I just heard the most amazing podcast.
Oh, yeah? What's the name of it?
The Brothers Banter podcast.
I've heard of those guys. They're pretty good. How do I listen to them?
Well, they're on all the major platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, just name a few.
You know what? I'm definitely going to check them guys out.
Well, you dang well should, because I'm going to tell you, they're on Facebook, Instagram. They just started a YouTube channel. Those guys are absolutely freaking awesome.
Coming to you straight out of Jacksonville, Florida, it's the Brothers Banter.
What are you wearing?
What do you mean?
Well, I can definitely say it's an improvement.
It is an improvement, I think. Nobody wants to see all this.
No, I mean, I don't think it's an improvement. I think you should wear it all the time.
It's hot. It's hot in here.
So this is, this is Scarecrow.
Well, something like that. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, why don't you take that mess off?
Yeah, I need to do that. It's
We got a podcast to do.
It's hot. It's
You got to introduce. How you going to be the face of our podcast wearing that crap?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know.
I mean, can't take you anywhere. I can't have nothing.
Man, look at that handsome guy right there.
What, with the mask on? Okay, the mask was an improvement.
So, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, welcome to the Brothers Banter podcast. My name is Donnie.
I am Brian.
And we're here today to talk about handguns.
But first.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to cry if...
Just don't look at me. Okay. So, we're doing a little bit of something each and every day or each and every week. And last week, by lack of knowledge,
Yep.
we had the flag, the blue stars and stripes, or the blue part, on the wrong side behind us. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, even though it was a legitimate mistake, I would never, ever disrespect our flag in any way, shape, or form. There's too many people that have died for us and for our rights and our freedoms, and if it offended anyone out there, I will be the first to apologize. I am sorry, but we have corrected it, and it will not happen again.
And Joe, thank you for pointing that out. Who else pointed it out?
Well, I asked, John Wayne to help me with that as well, and he did. So he gave me some more info.
So Joe's a great guy, man.
Yeah,
Love that guy to death.
So-
We just, we're sorry. We just didn't know, and we should have done some more research. So now it's correct. It's hung proudly, and we love our country. We love our former president, and we love our flag. So any and everybody that's died for it, man, that stood up for it, that has done everything to uphold the tradition of this flag, and we love you guys, and we're sorry.
absolutely.
So, with that being said, Brian boy, so
One of our favorite subjects.
yeah, handguns. We talk about guns almost every day, I think. So you kind of have to ask yourself a question: should I get one? Do I need one? Do I need a permit?
Yes.
Yes. Without it, these days.
Double check that.
These days, how things are going nowadays, you really need one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I carry every day. I carry everywhere, and there's no reason not to. You just have to be prepared for anything, man. You never know what's going to happen.
So do you want to tell everybody, if they happen to do see you out in public, whatever you do, don't say, "This will just take a second." Because the first thing is going to be a reach back.
Yeah, we're gonna reach. We're gonna reach. If I don't know you and you're approaching me, that's just how I am.
or put your hands up.
Yeah,
Yeah, depends on who's saying it.
that's true. That's true.
Okay.
I mean, so should you get one? Yeah, most definitely. They're so inexpensive nowadays. I mean, just a regular carry.
They're not bad, but the ammo, because of, I'm assuming, the state that we're in country-wise, and I know some people think everything's fine. Some people think, whatever your view is.
And this is not political.
Yeah, it's not political, but whatever your view is, it doesn't hurt. The criminals out there do have access to a lot more and a lot more dangerous stuff than we have. Yeah. And wouldn't you just like to be prepared to protect your family in case the time arises?
Yeah. So, do you need one? Yes.
Yes.
Well, you need one. Listen, not to do bad things, to do good.
And you don't have to even have like a whole arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. You
know,
just need something that you can reach when that bad guy kicks in your door. A buddy of mine, I think I told you this. His name's Foster. He and his wife were sleeping. She gets up to go make some coffee, and he's still kind of asleep. And all of a sudden, the rear kitchen door gets kicked in by a guy that he just got out of prison 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fight's on. She's fighting. He's beating her tail. I mean, they're.
Yeah, I think I heard you tell me about this before.
They're older than me. Not by much.
That's pretty old.
Shut your hole. So, she screams. Now I'm paraphrasing this entire story, so I may and Foster, if I get it wrong, man, I apologize. But the gist of it is she screams for Foster to get up. Now their grandson is in his room, fast asleep. Okay, so Foster gets his gun, I think, and the fight's on with him. So dude has a gun, and he's pistol whipping both of them. I think she breaks her ankle or something. She gets injured.
Yep.
And he's injured from getting pistol whipped. Okay. Yep. Well, finally, I don't recall who shot. I know this guy shot, and it went through their grandson's door or wall in his room. So it missed him by, not much. So finally, one of them get a shot off and kill the guy.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Bravo.
Boy, you ain't kidding. Great. I love it. Now,
I was going to say, you better hope the cops find you before I do.
Oh, boy, don't you know it.
Because if you let me up, you better be gone.
Yeah, you're right. So
can I say a little something on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Most definitely.
So the reason we've kind of upped our security at our house, last year, I was working for a different company. It was earlier in the year last year. So I went to work. I was at work at 6:30 in the morning. We have a big, shed with a roll-up door, all that type thing. And I didn't lock one side of it. I had both sides of the roll-up.
Sure.
So I didn't lock one side so you could pull it up. But the thing is, if you ever had one with a roll-up door, the roll-up door makes horrendous noises.
It's a distinctive sound. It is, yeah.
So I was at work, and I guess Tammy had heard the sound of the door trying to be pulled up.
Snatched on, okay.
Okay. She was in Maya's room. She looked out the back. There was a guy standing there trying to get in my shed. So for whatever reason, maybe she gets that
Mama bear.
I don't know what you would call it, but she gets out, takes a flashlight because it is dusk out, and runs outside. Okay. And by this time, this is before we had the long fence and everything back there. So goes out there and scares the guy off. Evidently, at the time we had a pool, so an above ground pool. So he put the steps next to the chain link and just went up and jumped over and went to the woods. Okay. So since then, I've always had guns, so we ramped up the gun thing.
Nice.
Okay. We put cameras in.
Nice.
And now we have a close to 100-pound animal
Very nice.
that has a decent bark to him.
I like it.
And he kind of looks a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got a Doberman as well. So now we have beefed up that security. So now we got a total of 8 cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And all that just because because once somebody does that, you feel and your privacy and everything invaded.
Why don't you know it?
So now, as you know, shortly after that happened, everywhere I look, I'm thinking, is it him? Did he do it? Did he do it?
Oh, I know.
And this one guy, have you ever role played something in your head?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling down. I'm pretty sure I wasn't there. I'm pretty sure in my brain I've already figured out what this guy looks like, and he is the spitting image of it. Fix to pull off the side of the road and do some damage.
Yeah. All he's gonna do is say, "I was praying."
But I didn't, thank God, because I probably would be in jail and have a record.
I'd have to put some stuff
But
on your canteen.
That was my You'd have to come. I'm gonna need a little extra for this week. I want a hamburger and it's gonna cost me, so I need it. No.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was mine.
Yeah. Well, we had our van broken into as well, and that's when they stole my the gun I have now. And
Oh yeah.
I got it back. But
Now wait a minute. Now, what happened to the one that I cleaned at Jack's Beach? It was like what was the name of that?
It was stolen. It was a witness.
Yes.
European Arms witness. 9mm.
Yeah, I broke that one down.
Yeah.
And
I love that gun, man.
yeah, that was a
was
decent
stolen.
buck
Yeah.
or a gun. That was decent.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things. And I was lucky enough to get this gun back. It took me a year and a half. It went because JSO had it locked up, and I finally had to get my lawyer involved and make a couple of phone calls, and he got it done, man. I mean, he was awesome.
So, can you remember the name of your first handgun?
Yes, Smith & Wesson 686 357.
Okay,
that was the long barrel.
Mine was a
cannon.
Davis 380.
Oh, that's a nice weapon.
That's not bad.
No, that Davis makes
Is even Davis around? Yeah, I guess they're still around.
Yeah. That Davis makes a good like a 1911
Really?
series. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the very next one, shortly thereafter, I'd put one on layaway and picked it up, and it's the first and last chrome-plated gun that I had.
Yeah, I'll never buy a chrome plated.
Okay, and it was a Lorson 9mm, and pow pow, eject it, pow pow, taking this back. Guy didn't want to take it back, so you know what? I'm gonna see if I can't get Ken Amaro out here and find out what's the reasoning behind this whole deal and why I can't get my money back. So I did, and guess what?
Can America come out?
No,
Oh.
I told the guy that. The guy didn't want no bad publicity, so he gave me my money back. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, that's all you
That's
need.
only fair. You sell me something that doesn't properly work, I mean, man up. Give me
That's
my
true.
junk back. You know what I mean? Give me money.
Was it a private dealer or was it a private guy or was it a dealer?
No. Do you want me to say the name? It's there in Jacksonville.
No, if you could just tell me it was a gun store, that's fine.
It was a gun store.
Okay, that's fine. Now you got to tell me who. I mean, he took care of you.
Yep. He did.
I mean,
so I'm not going to.
He don't need to get put on blast. So I'm okay with that. So do you need a permit? Well, look, your Second Amendment rights kind of protect you, but there's certain ways that you have to go about if you're not going to have a permit. So you can't.
Yeah, there's certain ways that you got to handle that.
Yeah.
Each and every situation.
You can't conceal carry.
Yep.
All right. Now,
not to mention, I mean, it's your right, and why not, on something like this, why not exercise that right before or if it ever does get taken away? You don't want that taken away. I mean, exercise the rights that you have.
yeah. I mean, listen, the Dems are trying to take our guns, man. They're putting this whole thing through, and
If you're a Dem out there, we love you. We love all people out there.
well, I don't
We
love
try.
their views.
We don't have to love the reviews, but we love people.
Well, we have to love them as a
We don't
person.
have to, but
Well, we do. God says we do.
oh yeah, but you know what I mean.
But so some of some of our favorite guns. What I have now is, my carry is a Springfield Arms XD40.
Okay.
And the reason I want a 40 and not a 9 is if it's got more knockdown power. A
Sure.
40 does. A 9 has a lot of velocity. It's gonna.
I've had a 40 before.
Yeah, so it's gonna,
But you know why my reasoning is for a 9?
tell me again, because they may not know.
Okay, my reasoning okay.
Because
If you want to give me your input, that's fine. But my reasoning doesn't make it right. It's just my thought process. Doesn't mean anything that we say, especially in this. We are not gun professionals. I'm not.
No, I'm not either. I mean,
So, there's a lot more people who know a lot more about guns than we do. But my thought process behind it is we were ever to have like a mass exodus breakdown in society, it would be easier to find 9mm than 40. Now, I get it. 40 is popular. So is a 45. I get that. But I would just...
not as popular as a 9.
Mate,
what
you
you're
know what?
saying.
Yeah. Or, 50 cal.
Well.
That's going to be... Yeah, it's popular, but how many people really is going to turn around a 50 cal?
Well, Desert Eagle makes a nice one.
Oh, don't even get me started. I love that.
Remember Terry's out of the beach?
Yes, the one that had like it was gold but had snake skin. Oh my goodness, that was a nice gun.
He had 2, and he got a
Desert
steal.
Eagles.
He got a steal. It was like $1,200 for both of them.
Yeah, if he would offer me that right now, I would.
You'd find a way.
I'd be like, listen, put it on this card, and this one, and this one.
And you'd say, Tammy, I don't want a birthday or Christmas or Father's Day for the next 4 years.
That, bada bing. Yeah, he got a real good deal on those, and I'm not gonna lie. Now, to switch over to a movie that had a set of guns I really liked. Did you ever see Face Off?
Yes.
Okay. Castor Troy.
Yeah.
He had those. Oh my goodness, those were beautiful guns.
They were, yeah.
But yeah, Terry had man, they were gorgeous.
They were.
I'm like, can I touch?
So one I'm not a big fan of is a Glock.
Really?
They're
Now I will say this. Okay, everybody's got their own opinions and all that on there. I get all that. But you're looking at Mo.
I was just wondering what you were doing.
It's a good thing you can't see waist below. I have nothing on. I repeat, I have nothing on.
Yes, he does. He's being
No, I
stupid.
don't.
You're being stupid.
If you see this arm come this way, you know there's something up.
I'm going to punch him square in his face.
But no,
Not your face, but maybe
I
your
had a Glock 40
Yeah. Yeah.
subcompact. But listen, I had the Smith & Wesson 9, the real popular one. I had the Glock 40. Now, you ever held? I know you have. You held a gun and you hold it and you kind of just go like this, and it has that not like tight. You just hear a little bit of jingle.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I can tell you right now, I have a gun that's a 9, because I've had several. I've had a Glock, I've had a Springfield, I had a Taurus, all that. This gun doesn't do that. And that's my Beretta 92 SF,
Yeah.
which is a real popular gun. You see that even to this day, even though that's an old gun, you see that on a lot of movies, maybe like the cops have and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That is a popular prop gun. I would assume it's prop.
I can see that.
But that gun, man, that makes me want another one, which I do want the PX40. Or not the PX40, the PX9.
Yeah.
Or PX49. But anyway, that's what I want.
Yeah. Springfield is a nice. That's pretty much that, and Taurus are kind of my favorites.
But what would you pick between the two, Springfield or Taurus?
Probably Springfield.
I would too.
I'm more
For some reason,
familiar with Springfield than I am Taurus at the moment.
it's like I'm shy of owning a Taurus. I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. That's.
I mean, they're good quality guns, but I just. Now, I will say that I
Are you a
have.
gun snob?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I
Okay.
believe that too.
So now I did have a 38 snub nose 38 snub nose Taurus that I got. That was a really quality, good gun. I have since got rid of it because it was just, taking up time and space and, so anyway. But that was a good, solid gun. I felt good. It just, I don't know how to describe it.
What's that one gun? It's a it's a barrel gun. Is it a Bulldog?
Now what?
Jerry bought one. Jerry used to be here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Was it a Cannon?
No, it wasn't big like that. It was definitely
Short?
Was short, but it was big. Like it
Okay, so did it shoot the 45 and the 410? Was it a Taurus?
I don't recall, man.
Okay, it is a big gun.
I want to think it was called a Bulldog or a Bull or something like that.
There is one that shoots 45 and 410.
Okay.
And it is a Hoss, and it's called a Judge. The Judge.
That's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Okay, that's what it was.
I had somebody want to trade me one of those. I'm like, what am I going to do? Well, hang on. Let me get that up here. What am I going to do with that? I don't know how heavy they are.
It's probably as heavy as a 357. I mean, but because it's so much squattier but it's bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Now, on one of the Fast and Furious movies, I guess the earlier one where Hobbs is actually still a cop and he doesn't go, on the wrong side. He didn't turn to the bad side.
He go rogue.
Yeah. He had that big old cannon.
Yeah.
So after that, not too long after that, I went to when Gander Mountain was still here. I went to Gander Mountain, and there is one similar to that. I don't know if his is the same one. I think his might be like a Raging Bull or whatever it is. This was a Taurus. Oh my goodness! I tried. For one, I'd have to gain another 2-3 inches around the arm. But get this, I held it up. Yes, I could hold it up, no problem. I get that, the barrel and all that. It's not weighted properly, but I understand why, because of the recoil on it. I get that.
Yeah, so don't pop you in the face.
How are you going to do target practice with that gun?
That's not target practice.
Exactly.
That's intimidation.
And it was intimidating. I like that, and I'm like, I can't sit for a seat. No, I can't do this.
Well, some other,
notables.
Yeah, some of the notables would be like Kel-Tec. You've already mentioned Smith & Wesson. They're nice guns. They really are. That's probably your most popular.
Well, Smith, probably for back in the day, because when I was young, there was a guy that I knew, or one of my dad's friends, that had a 44, during a Dirty Harry thing, had a 44 mag.
Nice.
And man, we were in the woods, and he shot that thing, and it was like, clah, clah. I mean, it was a nice gun.
Yeah. My dad has a Walther, I think it's a PPK.
Okay.
That's a 380. Right?
Walther is, I could be wrong, is somewhat similar to the Smith.
Somewhat. He has a little bronze, not bronze, but a little, I think it is chrome. It's one of many. Let's put it that way.
Some of these, really and truly, when you look at certain guns, they start to fall in line of being close. I mean, for instance, the Springfield XD reminds me a lot of the Glock because of its build.
I can kind of see that. There's not as much plastic.
Now, one that I would not touch or buy because I am appearance. It's about in this case, it's about appearance. And that's the Bursa. Is it the Bursa that has the big old top slide on it?
Oh yeah, with the that's horrible.
Ugly.
Yeah, I can't do
now,
that.
Now this one right here, the Jericho. Have you ever heard of that?
I have, but
okay. The first time I'd never even heard of this until the movie War Dogs came out.
Right.
And I guess the guy from overseas with the U.S. had ordered the Berettas. The Beretta 9s, I think they might have been the 92 SF. And they couldn't get them because of whatever the issue was. So he said, what about the Jericho? Never heard of it. I thought it might have been just a movie
prop
thing.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It is a for real gun. It's an Israeli gun,
Okay.
which is a really good gun. Now, another one, the Browning.
Do they make handguns?
Browning? Yes.
Okay. That's where we're not experts. You know.
Yeah. The only reason I would know that is because Jeff has one. He got one from a neighbor. He got a really, really good deal, and ever since I found out, I've been wanting to buy that gun from him. It's a nice looking gun. It almost looks like a 1911 frame.
Okay. So is it 45 or is it 40?
I think it is. I think it might be a 9.
Okay.
But it is a really good looking gun. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. Maybe it has like the grips on it or like checkerboard or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, it's a really good quality looking gun. What about Carl Arms? You ever heard of them?
I have. I more so knives than
Yeah. Jeff again. He has. I think he likes.
Weird.
Well, you know, like you said, we're more. What do we call it? Gun.
Not aficionados.
No, not. I'm talking about gun. We only like a certain kind,
Yeah,
certain
gun
brand.
snobs.
Yeah. Maybe we are. I don't
He'll
know.
just buy anything. He'll buy a daggum VW gun. Now, I think this is the crown jewel.
Even above the Desert Eagle. We're talking about almost two different things too.
We are,
You know.
but I think this is what everybody I think strives to own. I do.
People that know a little bit about guns.
I do want a Kimber
Yes.
1911.
So can I tell you the first time I ever heard of Kimber?
Sure.
You've seen the movie SWAT?
Yep.
Okay, LAPD SWAT.
Yep.
They carry Kimber 9s.
Okay.
I was fascinated with them.
Yeah.
I looked them up and seen how much they cost and just drooled because I can't afford it.
They look amazing.
Oh yes.
I mean, they do. I really think that's the crown jewel of the, carry weapons. I really do. And if I listen, if wifey listens to this, whatever month is buy your husband a gun month, and we can.
Wow, yeah. Tell me about
it. You know what I'm
it.
saying? I think that you should do that.
I can now. Yeah, I would pick. I'm looking at the whole list here. I would pick the. My two top ones I would like to own would be a Kimber.
Yep.
The other would be a Desert Eagle. Now, do you know they even have Desert Eagles in 9s too?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Somebody was telling me, I'm like, are you sure they come in? Sure enough, they do.
Oh, they almost had to.
But anyway, probably, yeah, you're right. Maybe I would pick the Kimber over. I mean, it's top-notch gun.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, you can't. Now, there's one on here that you can't leave out. Name brand.
H&K.
Oh, H&K, but you can't leave out Colt.
Is that the original?
Old school Colt 45. Not the drink.
Not the malt liquor.
No, not the model liquor. But no, I mean the Colt. I mean that's been around forever. But
It has.
Out of all these, I think you're right.
I don't think it's not a good looking gun.
No, but that's but just because you can say you have one.
Yeah.
But Kimber, I think would definitely be. I think you're right. I think that would be my top pick as well.
Okay.
So we can agreeably on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
hey, listen, great episode.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could really go into detail. Not only that, but
could be an hour
I'd be
and a half
glad
show.
to have a detail to where we have a gun here. I break it down, I clean it, all that, show you the different pieces.
I got one in my bag.
And
Just do a feed on episode.
continuation.
Yeah. we got.
So with that being said, we appreciate all of the likes and subscribes. We need to boost that number up a little bit.
Yep.
On
We can do that.
YouTube.
Yep. If you guys can just share, we really would appreciate it. Everything you guys do for us means the world to us. We need you to know that. And
All the different platforms.
oh man, yeah. You're looking at Spotify, Google Maps, Google
Podcast,
Podcasts,
Stitcher, all the platforms.
Apple Podcast. God, it's so hard to say sometimes.
Yeah. And then you got YouTube.
YouTube has really taken off.
Yeah. So
Still
just
share that.
yeah,
you know, to
just
people.
when you watch that, just while you're watching that, just kind of right below the screen, hit the like button,
Yep,
and
yes.
also right off to the. I think it's off to the right.
It is.
Hit that subscribe button.
And there's a bell you hit too to get notification that when we have a new one come out every
Yeah.
Monday. They drop Mondays and Thursdays.
Yes. So
And-
absolutely, thank you,
Yes, most definitely.
the listener, for listening and watching us. So
Yes, we love you guys.
with that being said,
My name's Donnie.
my name is Brian.
We are out.
Peace.